and the biggest supporters of the Constitution and Bill of Rights, and who actually put it all on the line because they do believe in something. So you have this scum running things with these wonderful people under them that are basically enforcing this. How do you deal with that paradox? Tim Kennedy, we'll be right back.
Joe Biggs here with Infowars.com. Emails in Clinton probe dealt with planned drone strikes. Some vaguely worded messages from U.S. diplomats in Pakistan and Washington use a less secure communication system. At the center of a criminal probe involving Hillary Clinton's handling of classified information is a series of emails between American diplomats in Islamabad and their superiors in Washington about whether to oppose specific drone strikes in Pakistan. The 2011 and 2012 emails were sent via the low side, government slang for a computer system for unclassified matters, as part of a secret arrangement that gave the State Department more of a voice in whether a Central Intelligence Agency drone strike went ahead, according to congressional and law enforcement officials briefed on the Federal Bureau of Investigation probe. Some of the emails were then forwarded by Ms. Clinton's aide to her personal email account, which routed them to a server she kept at her home in suburban New York. You can find more reports like this at Infowars.com.
Clean, pure drinking water. You can't survive without it. But where do you get it? Alexa Pure Pro is a brand new, groundbreaking, gravity-fed water filtration system that is like no other. The Alexa Pure Pro transforms water from virtually any fresh source into clean, healthy drinking water, pairing the unprecedented superfiltration power of an all-new gravity block core with a hybrid chromatic shell. It removes up to 99.999% of impurities, including bacteria, viruses, fluoride, disinfectants, volatile organic contaminants, and hormones. Filter capacity up to 5,000 gallons. Stainless steel construction, easy assembly, low maintenance. Replacement filters are simple to install. And now, as part of an exclusive limited time introductory offer, you can save $20 off the retail price and get free shipping. This is a limited time offer, so order your unit today and receive free shipping and $20 off. Go to InfoWarsStore.com or call 888-253-3139. Thousands of years ago, there was a basic form of chivalry. Our ancestors would hear the drums of war, giving the warriors of the tribe a chance to organize and prepare a defense. 60 years ago, when foreign air forces were approaching filled with bombs, they had drums of their own, air raid sirens. But in the 21st century, there are silent weapons for quiet war. Pathogens added to the food and water, into the lining of plastics that destroy our vitality, turn off our hormones, and accelerate our journey towards death. I personally counter this onslaught with Anthroplex. Anthroplex is designed with known organic concentrated herbs to create the basic foundation to normal metabolic activity inside the human body. Discover why Anthroplex is turning so many heads today. It's time for us to take our bodies back into our own hands, and it starts at InfoWarsLife.com with Anthroplex.
We are on the march. The empire is on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Tim Kennedy's my guest for a few more minutes, and then we're going to hand the baton to David Knight. But he's planning some really exciting stuff, actually going out, reporting for us. But not just reporting as, standing up talking, but looking at the scenes, looking at what's happening, basically getting people to start thinking outside the box, like somebody in Special Forces would do, or like the globalists would do, because Special Forces is doing it to try to, win the fight or protect the people. The globalists are looking at it and how to control the population. That's why they want you in a zombie state. So, Tim, talking more about that.
Man, go to a supermarket. Go to Walmart and look at people. Their eyes are down. They have no idea what's going on around.
You're going to go in Walmart and show that.
Yeah.
With hidden cameras.
Yeah. So in one of our sheepdog courses, I actually take you to supermarkets. We walk around, and I when we come outside, I say, where do you think this person lives? Pointing at a car. And just looking at the bumper stickers, we're like, oh, that person lives in this community. Their kids go to this school. They're part of this club. And then we watch the person come out of the supermarket, head down to the shopping cart. They don't even see the 10 of us standing next to their car because they're so self-centered and ethnocentric. And
they think being self-centered, that's how they're winners. We've been taught only caring about yourself.
Yeah, weak. That's what it is.
Or they twist it and go, care about others, give up your life to the government. Well, no, that's self-centered too. It's just bizarre.
Yeah, so I'm excited. When I say go exercise your freedoms, it's not just, your right to bear arms. It's not just being able to buy raw milk. It's also your freedom of speech. It's also your freedom of religion. It's also
got to exercise everything like muscles or lose it.
Yes. Yep.
There's a report out actually on that today. There's a report out showing that people that are really busy doing a lot of things, they live longer, they have higher cognitive ability, they're more fulfilled, they have a better sex life, everything. I mean, they're alive, other people are dead. Why time-starved people are happier.
I feel so sorry. Like, I feel bad for people that get up, do the 9 to 5, come home, have a beer, crash on the couch, watch some football, just get all this stuff that is getting put into their brain and into their body is toilet. It's trash. And then you look at like me and my friends, my group, my community, the Jake Signs, the Shane Steiners, like these guys, like, we live life at a different level. We experience so much more. We do so much more. And I have nothing but like sympathy for
well, don't compare me to you guys physically, but I do work at night, do a lot of other stuff, and it's empowering. And as I've started exercising more, I've had even more energy, and my life's just so good, it's crazy. But it is a scary paradox because all these jellyfish and folks are so self-centered, they're so unhappy, they're so depressed, they admit they are, so they get more lazy, more self-centered, and buy more into the trendiness. They're total prisoners. I just want to see them free. The average jellyfish gets off on somebody dumber than them. It makes them feel good. It makes me hurt.
Yeah, it breaks my heart. And especially when they get to the point where they're in so much pain physically and emotionally. Now they're going to the pharmaceuticals and saying, hey, I need this because I feel so depressed. Or they're going to the psychologists that went to schools that are completely controlled by the world.
That's the trap. Briefly before you go, let's get more into the military because we were talking about this. That is so exciting to hear. I've said 95% of the active duty or recently out Special Forces folks, I don't care if it's the Navy, the Marines, the Army, whatever it is, they are the most awake, charged up patriots that are fully aware of every angle I find. The police have big problems. They've been globalized. They've been put under different edicts. Some of them are bad. The culture's degenerating. But I wondered why George Soros and others were trying to stir up this war with the police because they want to federalize them with their Strong Cities UN initiative. This is a real takeover, folks. Okay, so I realized, well, they're the second most awake group. I was always wondering why, even though I'd bash the police a lot when they were doing bad stuff and projected onto all of them, say 10 years ago when I wasn't more sophisticated, they were still so many times big listeners and would just kind of smile at me and say, you'll wake up someday. Even though they do a lot of bad stuff because they're giving those orders, and I'm not defending that, they're the next most awake group. Is that an accurate statement?
Yeah, it is. When we become soldiers, we raise our right hand and we say that we're going to protect the Constitution, foreign, domestic. That is protect the Constitution. The Constitution is the document that empowers us, that gives us those freedoms. So when you want to talk about a group, a populace that is awake, that is alive, it's because they have sworn their life to death to protect the one document that gives us our freedoms and liberties. That is the most important thing to me and to all of my friends. It's the Constitution.
So how does that paradox work where we've got such incredible corruption at the top? Undisputed pure evil now in both parties, but really bad with the Democrats. That's really rotten. You can smell it from here. And then you've got such great people that are actually under it. But now I've learned so many times just quietly not going along with the agenda. That's not mutiny. When your country's been hijacked, that's duty, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not like we're disobeying orders, but we know what the right thing is, and we do the right thing. I'm not over there killing people so we have oil. I'm not over there killing so we have an opportunity to put somebody that we believe might be more negotiating to our ideas. I'm killing really bad people. And so we make a difference. You
can't tell us, but you personally killed some pretty famous terrorists, I've been told, not by others.
Yeah, I've been in Special Forces for 15 years. I've been a Special Forces sniper, a ranger, Green Beret. I'd be really bad at my job if I hadn't killed bad dudes. I'd be like the worst guy ever. It's like a mechanic that.
And you knew Chris Kyle.
Yeah, we worked same place at the same time, and deployed on the same missions.
Obviously it's Hollywood, but generally, how accurate is that movie?
He was a very, 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 very talented sniper. He believed in protecting his soldiers, and that's what a sniper does.
And I'm told in competition, you're one of the top snipers in the world, are you not?
I get beat sometimes, but not often. I shoot 3-4 days a week, and compete at the highest level in sniper competitions.
Did you ever compete against Kyle just out there at the base? Or?
No.
I know he was a SEAL, but you were Army. But
yeah, we a very healthy rivalry.
Sure. Well, then looking at that, and obviously you follow orders. What I was talking about, and of course you know about this, 4 years ago, General Dempsey, then chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, he and other admirals and generals, they went to the White House, and I was told this a week after it happened, and it was years later until it was confirmed. And Cy Hirsch came on the show and said, no, you broke that. That was true, because we had Colonel Schaefer, but other sources off record that gave us even more, that they went, we're not going to be the Air Force for Al-Qaeda. We're not going to do this. Then Rand Paul came out and Ted Cruz months later and, said that. But it was the military itself that actually went and said, we're not going to go over there and kill Christians. We're not going to back ISIS and Al-Qaeda. And those people like Tosh Plumlee blew the whistle. It was a CIA contractor, talking about that. So that's a big deal that really since Benghazi and on, the military has been saying no to criminal orders. And I know you don't want to sit here and say that on air. That was above you where that happened. But what type of discussions were there in the military when that happened?
And we know what's right and wrong. We know what's just and unjust. We know what freedom looks like. And we know what the Constitution stands for because we swore to protect it. And we're going to do everything in our power, both passively within our ranks or officially through the channels that we can, or in battles. We're going to do everything that we can to do the right thing. You're not going to, look at them. I got the most awesome shorts in the world right now. That's, we love freedom. And you're not going to put us behind a desk in front of a microphone or in front of a bunch of generals. We're going to say this exact same thing.
And by the way, you didn't know you were going to be on today. You were up here working after you worked out, and you were back there just resting after a huge, 3-hour workout, about to shoot some videos. And I said, can you come on the air? So that's why there's a suit on top, an American flag.
A jacket? I got my gun in my pocket. I got my awesome tennis shorts.
I'll walk in and go, hey, quit napping. You're going on air.
What? All right, I'll get to work.
A poor Special Forces soldier just wants some rest, and I won't let him. Yeah. All right, we got 3 minutes. We go to break, and I'm going to hand it over to David Knight. Again, there's just some basic videos that are pretty powerful up at Infowars.com /True Patriot, Dangerous Patriot. You'd rather have the dangers of freedom than the security of slavery. But history shows, as Benjamin Franklin said, when you give up liberty for supposed security, you get and deserve neither. I mean, the most insecure thing is being a jellyfish.
Yeah, and right now, it's just getting started. The True Patriot, those are teasers. Those are like, hey, look at this. Get passionate. Believe in this idea. Get emotional about this.
We're about to flood the site with it.
Yeah, you're going to get more. This is just the beginning. When is the next thing coming? As fast as we can do it. As much as we've already shot a ton, there's a lot more coming. So just get excited. Grab your friends. Grab everybody that you know and get on the idea. Get on the train of liberty.
All right, brother. We'll stay right there. We're about to go to break. And in that, I know you didn't want to plug it earlier. I said, hey, plug the other stuff you're involved in. I mean, this is an info war, and we need people to support what we're doing, whether it's the sheepdog training, which I know is always overfull, or whether it's your work with Ranger Up, great, amazing Patriot clothing. And then also you've got all the other stuff you're doing, Lead the Charge there with UFC. What are the best places for folks to find Tim Kennedy information?
Tim Kennedy MMA on most social media platforms. When I say community, I reach out and find the groups of people that are part like you. We even the shoes I wear, Whoobies, it's made by Special Forces guys. I can deadlift in them. I can jump out of helicopters with them.
I want a pair of those.
I'll give you a pair. Whatever. Everything about my life is symbiotic, and so hop on board, get on, follow InfoWars, follow me, Tim Kennedy MMA, both on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Facebook, obviously, but you're going to get a ton of True Patriot from me. That's all you get. Go.
Well, I'm just excited because it's great. You're used to organizing stuff and leading it. I can just turn you loose, and you're just all the stuff they've been shooting is amazing.
Yeah.
And the great work Shane Steiner and the crew. My only problem is I need to hire up more camera people. We are so overwhelmed, and also it takes money to produce all this. We have this living defense that we only had in stock one time. And it all sold out, so I produced 3 times more. It's got 27 ingredients that pass California standards. So the air has more lead in it than they allow to be in a product. So this is as clean as it gets. But it took us 6 months to finally get all the ingredients and have them all tested clean. That's what costs us so much money is the triple testing and on each ingredient. It's killing us, but we do it to have the very best products out there. Plus, we know we're targets. So this will flush the parasites out like nothing you've seen. It's so good for your kids. You name it. Adult takes 3, a child would take 1. Consult your physician first. It'll sell out by next week, and the profit we make helps fund this operation that's trying to defend human liberty. InfoWarsLife.com, InfoWarsStore.com is the umbrella site. You get 10% off with a with auto ship when you sign up for auto ship on any product, and free shipping on orders of $50 or more. And by the way, this is discounted 25%, even though I don't need to. It's such a hot product. I didn't realize how hot. I'm at